Hey guys, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector. Welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. And as you can see, I just unboxed this incredible Alfred quarter scale from Prime One Studio. And of course, Dan Default from Wayne Manor, Rocket City, and Billy Rios also joined me, which was really fantastic. But we finally have an Alfred in the Batcave, and it is a long time coming. Can you believe we've never had this character in a premium form? In ever, like it's never happened. Like we've had some little minifigures and things like that, but never a true statue. And this is very exciting. And so there's not a ton to him, but I will say that his simplicity is what makes him so incredible. And there obviously is a swap out here, which I'm going to show you. And so I'm going to quit talking like this. I'm going to show you the close-up so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But this thing, it's going to wow you. Wanted to show you this real quick also. These are the instructions on how to put it all together, depending on if you have the regular or the bonus. But hopefully this will be a good reference if you ever lose this or need to know how to put it back in the box. Hopefully this will help some of you out there. Again, it's got all of the assembly instructions as well. So that's pretty great. All right, guys, so let's dive right in. And again, it is just so freaking amazing to have an Alfred finally in the Batcave. I can't believe it's been this long that no one's ever really done this character. He's been around forever, guys. He has been around since Batman's been around, and he's so iconic, and I'm just so happy that he's finally here. And, you know, I still want a Jim Gordon. I think that would be the next one, logically, for Prime One or somebody to do. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out some of the detail. Again, this is quarter scale. It is a large quarter scale. It really is. I think all of us were really kind of dumbfounded how big it was. We were expecting something quite smaller. I love the base on this. I think it's really well done. You can see it's got the bat signal, or the symbol at least, and it's kind of all in this metallic, which is really great. A lot of, I kind of said like a lot of steampunk colors, you know, these bronze colors. You could see the bolts on there, which look really good as well. And then of course you have the stalagmites as well, which looks fantastic. It's very similar to the Batcave. And I've got some thoughts about that here in just a moment as well, because I definitely want to talk about some of the pieces that might pair with this. And then of course you have the shoes, which again, very, very good. He is pretty lightweight. The statue itself, the base, is incredibly heavy, but he's not too bad. I think he's made of maybe polystone and some PVC elements as well. I really like there's some paint application here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's kind of like this gray color to give it kind of a light highlight, like light would be bouncing off. You can also see there's a lot of cross hatching, which is fantastic, which I love. This is based on the art of Gabriel Dell'Otto. You can see a little bit of paint there on the crotch where it's pulling, which looks really great. Again, some of it's a little bit of paint, some of it's just the way the light hits it, but it's, you know, very, you know, in real life, it looks fantastic. I don't know about on camera here, but you can see all of the cross-hatching detail throughout the coat. This is definitely a PVC material on the outside of the coat, so I don't know if his upper half is like more like PVC, but it looks fantastic. You can't tell it's not polystone or it's PVC. I mean, I don't know. I really don't. That's how good it is. This is the basic pose. This is the regular, where he's got his arm back behind him, which looks great. Again, you can see a lot of the cross-hatching detail there. I think that's really awesome. And of course, you have the tea service here, ready for Mr. Wayne. You can see it's got the spoons, it's got the cups. So that's really fun. Then of course, his hand underneath, right there. And of course, if you look at some of the detail here in the vest, you can see it's got that cross hatching, but it's also got some nice detail. Also nice texturing in the tuxedo itself. Almost kind of looks like a leather material, even though it is fully sculpted. And then of course you have that portrait. And this is iconic Alfred, you know, it's not the movie version of Alfred, which, you know, never looks like this, which I always find funny. But this is that Alfred. I mean, look at his raised eyebrow. It just looks really good. Hopefully the camera is doing it justice at the 4K. See the back of the hair. So again, this one we're looking at right here is a limited edition of 50, and it's sold out. You cannot find the regular anywhere. Maybe you might be able to find it from a third-party retailer that might be carrying it. I know Sideshow never carried this one, so Prime One was the place to get it, which is where I ordered it from. So the complete edition size for the bonus, which I'm going to show you in a second, that's 550 for this configuration. Of course, the bonus, you get both configurations. I really like this. I think this looks, is probably the way most likely that I would display it, but we'll see. But I definitely want to show you the bonus option, so I'll go ahead and do that now. And then here is the bonus. It's awesome. It really is cool. Again, the colors are really nice. I feel like the camera, looking on the camera, it may be a little bit brighter on camera. It's a little darker up top, and then it goes to a lighter blue down here. Hopefully the camera is showing that to you, but there's a lot of like nice shadows, a lot of nice paint effects. Hopefully you can see the detail too. It's kind of got like that, it really does look like fabric. It really does look like a cape. They really just nailed it, and it's got a really nice thickness to it, which is awesome. Then of course you have the cowl itself right there that he's holding on to. I'll kind of spin it around so you guys can see the whole effect there. But it's just really cool. Of course, this is a different hand, so this whole arm is a different swap out there. The thing is, so like if you have a Batman next to him, you might not want this pose, but if it's just him by himself, this would be a really cool pose to have, I think. Just because it is really well done. And it's a great option. If you don't want the tray, I just think that the tray is more iconic, but I feel like this is really good too. But if you have Batman sitting on Tactical Throne right next to him, you might not want this, although you could maybe tell the story that, he's doing the dry cleaning for Batman. He's going to give him a new suit since he's, all soiled and sweaty in the other one, But anyway, that is the bonus right there. One more thing, I wanted to show you some size comparisons here. So that is Joker, the premium format. It is pretty darn comparable there. Maybe Alfred's head is a little bit bigger. I feel like Alfred here is a little oversized. Sideshow is already a little oversized. So this Prime 1 piece is definitely oversized, but it's not third scale, but it's a little bit bigger than quarter scale for sure. Let me show you a few other heads. All right, got also a tweeter head Joker head. So it's fairly comparable, I would say, not bad. And then I also brought over a Sideshow Catwoman head. So it might be fairly comparable. But I do, after looking at him, I do feel like he is a bit oversized for sure. So you might have to put him back a little bit maybe, or maybe forward depending on how you're displaying it. But I know like Dan from Wayne Manor, he did say he tried to put it with the Hush Batcave third scale, and this is way too small. It just doesn't work. But I do really truly feel like this one would pair up really nicely with the Hush Batcave. Same one I have back there, but the quarter scale. I think this is going to match perfectly. I like that he's standing up. This is designed to go with the Tactical Throne, although I personally feel like the Tactical Throne is just a bit, like Batman looks small compared to Alfred. Again, just in photos that I've seen, that's just my opinion on that. But I guess I'm just not completely sold on the Tactical Throne at this point. I think it's great. Also, seeing how big this base is, I do have a feeling that it's going to be a really large piece, the Tactical Throne. It's going to be massive. But not everybody wants Batman sitting, slumped in a chair. That's going to be an acquired taste, so to speak. And so I really do feel like this is going to pair up, to me, better to the Hush Batcave that's currently on sale, the quarter scale. But again, if you're getting the Tactical Throne, I think you're going to be really pleased. I'm still considering it. After seeing this here today, it makes me maybe think that I would get the one without the monitors, just because it's going to be massive and I don't have a place for it. It's too deep for even my shelves back there. So that's the crazy thing. But from top to bottom, guys, I would highly, highly recommend this. Jump on the wait list. It's already waitlisted. The regular is sold out. You can't get on it, but the deluxe bonus here, you can still get on the wait list, and I think it's awesome. I would definitely recommend it to anyone. And again, it's just so cool that we finally have an Alfred, and it's taken a really long time, but I'm going to challenge Prime 1 to go one step further, do something like this, but do a Gordon. Smoke billowing up, the bat signal, him smoking, maybe they did it with Constantine. But give us a Jim Gordon. These were the two pieces that has never really ever been done. And I cannot thank Prime 1 enough for doing this character finally. And not only doing the character, but doing him justice. I think this is fantastic. I would still have loved it in third scale. I think that would have been amazing. And maybe they'll still do it at someday. I think they could definitely make it bigger. And offer that for collectors. I mean, they do it all the time with quarter scale. So I'm just so happy, though. I know Dan was very happy. I know Billy was very happy with his. And I know so far that people that have been getting it across the globe have really enjoyed this one. Also, it's an edition size basically of 550. That tells me Prime 1 always says people are not buying DC. That's complete crap. It is because they've raised their prices. It is because their shipping is so much money. That is why people are not buying. It's not because there's not a passion for these characters, especially in the West. And this is proof. 550 Alfreds, that's pretty damn impressive to me. And I truly believe that Prime 1 could sell a lot more of these things if they had a little bit more confidence in the buyers and offered a little bit better price point like this one. This one's less than 600. I think it's worth every penny of 600. I think it's maybe like 550. I can't remember exactly what it was. But it's worth it to me. So if you offer this with a minimalistic base, you don't have to go crazy with the base Prime 1. Offer something like this, people will buy it, especially if it's characters that have never been done before. This is a shining example. 550 is a pretty good ES for DC pieces in 2024 going into 25. We've seen third scales with less than 100 ES. That says a lot. Make a Jim Gordon. I guess that's my point, right? So anyway, I'm getting a little heated here because I'm just frustrated with the way things are going. But at the end of the day, I cannot be happier that we have an Alfred here. It's fantastic. A shining example of what Prime 1 can do and what they should be doing, in my opinion, to get people to buy these things, because again, this is fantastic. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about it. I am sold on it. I love it. I can't believe it's here. I'm so happy. Definitely let me know your thoughts down below. Again, Alfred is in the Batcave. It's so awesome. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it today. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. Also, please consider hitting the join button down below. That does help us out tremendously, becoming a member. Also, you can join our Patreon as well. It also helps the channel and helps with trips to New York, so I can cover that for you guys and other things. So again, everything is always very appreciated. Everything you do, and even just your viewership alone, means the world to me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Hope you enjoyed the review today, and we'll see you soon in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. All right, so special request. Some of you wanted to see Alfred next to Batman. Let's see if it works. All right, so here is Alfred, which is quarter scale, standing next to Batman in third scale, and it just doesn't work. It is too small. It just doesn't work at all. This is a very large Batman piece, clearly. But Alfred, I mean, you could put them together. The colors match up really nice, but he's just too small. I mean, he looks like a figure kind of next to him, really. So I think really it's got to be the Hush Batcave quarter scale or the Tactical Throne if you're going to try to match them up. But they just don't work together, guys. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.